This is TSdL Season 7, round of 64. We have AlexDK versus Raven71. Taking a look at the boxes, we see no Burner on AlexDK's side. Maybe he didn't pull him, maybe he's not already. On that pretty standard box. Double tank box, so if the tank gets banned, you pick up one tank. Raven is running a more interesting box. Just like TSdL. Pretty new, so not too many people have her start up, and plus we're on the advent of Burner and Ham, who have consumed a lot of people's gates. Christie's not 6-star for everybody too, I think. Maybe it should be pretty close. Zerda is falling a bit out of favor these days. She's kind of slow. But her kill potential is still good, and she can still be a great asset in games. I mean, the other thing is there's units like Sherry, who can just run over and Shadow Raid Zerda when she Alhazard and run away. Of course, you can position your Zerda in such a way that Sherry can't run away. Raven71's box definitely does lean more towards single target, so I can understand banning the Hilda. AlexDK could have called the bluff and not picked the tank first. Take on. Could have picked Ham or something aggressive. But with units like Liko and Oldius, this box definitely tells you more that it's wants to play the slower, longer game. But you can reasonably expect Alex to pick a tank here. Banning the Pepsi, and the Cure, and the Burner, just taking out the assassins that are threatening the tank push, and then banning Roslyn with a single target, which pushes Raven into picking up a healer here, just like Roslyn got banned over here. But Ham could also be a good threatening pick. Maybe you do get double healer banned, but there's still units like Marion though. And AlexDK is running a mostly single target box, so not too much AoE to worry about, although honestly Marion though, I mean, for a single target heal, really strong, especially when combined with her mana stacks, and the AoE heal is really strong too, so she definitely provides a lot of off healing. And Elwyn is a supreme trading DPS, plus you're playing Christie. Not all Christies are blood packed, so you could presume this one is, based off how long Elwyn was left up. And then banning the Ham. Roslyn won't be on the field, so we can't prevent that very annoying heal reversal debuff. Ham's just a really good unit. And plus, AlexDK has Christie on his side, facing Lucretia and T-Jess at the worst, which is not a... Lucretia and T-Jess can definitely get through a Christie eventually, especially if you limit heals, but it will take them a while. And I feel that Sherry as AlexDK's assassin is a bit stronger than Zerda. Sherry does not necessarily have to go assassin build here though. As always, she can go for trying to stun the tank with 3C, and then going to go snipe something else, because even Sherry with Angels should probably kill Zerda after she's Alhazarded with just Shadow Raid. So we see Liko last. I'm actually kind of surprised we didn't see Burn there. Sherry or Zerda can kill Burn, but it can be iffy. And plus, Burn might prevent Zerda from killing something else. I mean, there's Christie Aura. I have too many channel points. How do I do the bet thingy? I'll remember to do that for once. there you go. My first prediction that I've bothered to do. I always mean to do it. I just forget a lot. And when you're casting replays, at least, people could just check the results. So you can't really do it for replays because people just cheat it. But for live games, I should definitely always do it, yeah. Anyway, looking at the skill sets, she just didn't have a buff, so she had to bring Strengthen. It's fine. Sherry is opting for her Assassin set, standard Leona kit, and Liko is just being a DPS, which is fine. There's not like a lot of AoEs coming or anything. There's already a Leona, there's TSdL for off heals too, and I mean even Liko will off heal with this sort of skill set. Plus she will do some decent damage. As for, she just has Hilda buff, so she doesn't need to bring Strengthen. Zera's probably packing her own buff here. She is, yeah. Meteor buff, backstab. I mean, I'd say maybe other things would be better, but it doesn't matter because all these units should be dead. Supposing that Zera can Alhazard out of range of the Sherry. Hilda did bring Broken Arrow, so that means Sherry can't just bounce off Hilda, although she might actually be able to. The issue there is, this is a Glory of the World Sherry, which likely means that it isn't unique, and if Sherry loses all her soldiers after attacking Hilda, maybe she could probably still kill Zerida, but it would be a trade. And it looks like that might be what AlexDK is going for here. Just straight up bounce off the Hilda, trade the Sherry for the Zerida. The Zerida did breeze. Or could have been going for the puppet as well. Plus, if you're player 1 and you have Act Again, and player 2 also has Act Again, it's not bad to pass the buck over to player 2, because then when player 2 either has to respond with using their own Act Again if they want to keep player 2, or they have to choose to not use it, and then next turn they'll be player 1, and if they want to use Act Again, they're giving back turn priority anyway. Yeah, we see all Sherry's goblins are dead, but yeah, Sherry just goes for the Zerida trade. And kills Zerida fast enough because of Shadow Raid's animation. I didn't think about that. Sherry will die for this. And now we have to consider the 4v4. Good kill. Yeah. The assassins have been removed from the equation. I would say AlexDK currently has a better position on the center. Yeah, gonna be teleporting Liko up. Get in the center as soon as possible. Nothing to really... Because Broken Arrow is brought, there's nothing to really push AlexDK out of center either, whether it be Ram or whatever. Non-Overlord's bad Christie, and it is indeed Blood Pack. You can tell by that HP, and plus the defensive stats are on the lower end. Usually you won't see Christie without green skill, and it being something other than Blood Pact. It'll either be Bracer, OLB, or Blood Pact. I don't think Christie really ever runs anything else. In this situation with Liko, you could probably just burn like Dark Dragon Breath with the transform. I mean, it'll tick down pretty fast after that. And plus, anytime somebody's moving in the center, those tiles would be nice to have. Veil for maximum power. Yeah, that's fair. You want the max MDef. I mean, come on though. Like, there's Veil is just not as good as Bracer. 3% MDef is not worth it. There is just Liana for healing. Templar Knights were brought. There's a tier Christie as well. I figure you bring Templar Knights because you're worried about this TSdL Fireball. Precisely. You don't want Christie with... I mean, Christie with Empress cards though does still tank Fireball. But I can understand what AlexDK is going for here. I mean, like 50% Templars are gonna tank a lot better than 50% infantry against Fireball. Liana's action was used. TSdL does have her act against still available, so she could try to smite Christie here. Looks like that's exactly what she's going for. Oh wait, can she reach? No, she can't. A slight error. She just probably needed to teleport herself. However, Raven does have turn priority, but this gives TSdL on Alex's side a chance to hit Matilda and heal up Christie even more. Plus, Christie has a 10 HP restoration buff, so that probably. The chance to snipe one Christie life was missed. Oh yeah, I can put back on game audio. Yeah. Always forget. Looks like Raven still wants to maintain turn priority, plus he probably wanted to prevent any sort of one-shot on Hilda. Well, that might still show. But the thing is, you don't want to attack a 100% HP Hilda with a unit like TSdL anyway. Oh wait, no, sorry, I was mistaken. Act again was used, it's just Sorcia has hella stacks. Yeah, just barely misses the kill. But TSdL afterwards should be able to score 1 life. I don't think Liana will heal enough, but maybe Forbidden will proc and prevent that. This will probably put the Christie to like 70–80%. Raven gonna win. Yeah, it's hard for Alex to punch this tank, but he goes for it. Storms is not proc, so yeah, that will take the first Hilda life as well. Hilda just does not do that great against tank and magic. And Alex did take the risk. If Thorns procs there, your TSdL likely dead. I don't know, maybe 12k if it's an Ebrobe is enough. I just generally prefer to not to punch a 100% HP Hilda. Unless it's like Lucretia and you're fine with burning or revive for it. Yeah, Christie's built a bit different against magic. Mostly because of this. The, Lando Aura 2C. And less range damage. I mean, there's like 25% damage reduction that Christie has that Hilda does not. which is what lets her tank that kind of stuff. Now Liko down, but she can just transform and tick her skills all the way back up. And AlexDK does have the position on the center. This should actually do some decent damage, yeah. Christy will go down here. T-Just is out of juice. You know T-Just can fireball, but you still feel Empress Guard or Highland would be better than Cavs? Don't know. Yeah, this looks like GG. Raven managed to bust the tank first. It stems back to a turn ago when AlexDK moved his Liana first. And then he could not reply to the damage. And yeah, mass heal not on Liko could have also hurt AlexDK's case here. But even then, like, Dark Despair wasn't enough to get the Christie. Well, no, I think Dark Despair wasn't enough to prevent a one-shot. Mass heal probably wouldn't be either, because all your troops die and mass heal on Liko will only heal around 7,000 HP. Lucretia nearly dying for that, but she would have had to revive anyway. The troops are definitely not great, but I mean, I can understand why you don't want to get fireballed, but I have seen he just fireball a 100% HP Christie and she just kills the troops. So yeah, bishops could be nice here too. I mean, the thing is, there's no way you can. I don't think you can get out of range. Okay, so she is out of range. I mean, when 3C is up, she can one-shot the Hilda, but at that point, you're fighting a Lucretia. Lucretia still has her revive. You can see Dark Despair is pretty much already back. But Liko, yeah. Swords for full HP. Now AlexDK concedes. It was a race to who could bust each other's tank first, and that was a good example of how Christie is certainly not invulnerable against magic damage. Very important in which order you do things, as always. I wonder if we'll see any box swaps. I've been saying it for a while, but these days boxes are just filled with really flexible, strong units. Still, there are plenty of strategies one might pursue. If I was looking at Raven's box, AoE looks like an okay answer. There's Mariandel and Kira. But once like Raza and Kira are removed, an AoE box could do work here. But Mariandel gets taken out. Looks like AlexDK thought kind of similarly with the Bozal. Mariel is kind of nice against Bozal because she can kill, and plus she can function as an off healer as well. Players sticking with the same first fan. I don't know if AlexDK necessarily has to be first banning Pepsi here. There's a lot of things that can AoE in this box. There's a lot of ways to handle the Pepsi, I think. But he is a strong meteor buff. Yeah, Mariel is actually quite nice against this Buzzle. I mean, Marindil would be alright against the Buzzle as well, but Mariel not only provides a direct answer through assassinating him, she also provides the indirect healing answer. A very early Rosin pick. Rosin is good against Ham, decent against Lucretia. If your Christie's not OLB, because that way it'll prevent the debuff, which there's a mage tech that's like 30% or 20% damage dealt when fighting enemies with debuffs, so that prevents a sizable portion of Lucretia's damage. Kira will be attacking this Buzzle, potentially with Miracle, into a Christie aura, so Faith might not be enough to kill. There's no source of damage up left in this box. Maybe Ham for King's Crown at best. Kira won't be having a faction buff. This game will probably come down to whether or not Kira can get through this Buzzle. Ham's also not great, but could still be okay. Raven is guaranteed a decent range DPS for last pick. So stripping guard on the Christie, still a potent play here. Regardless of whether or not the heal reversal will go through. Likely we won't see it. I mean, there's no way you give Ellen last year, right? Not with Christie. And plus that, like, all but guarantees guard gets dispelled. Yeah. I mean, these are both Season 9 Lang players already, so definitely decent players. What? You picked TSdL, right? Can't really imagine picking Hilda. Hilda doesn't really feel like she's going to do anything against Buzzle. Luke's also probably going to be running AoE. At least he just helps heal. Plus combos with the Ham into the Christie. Picking Liana last year was interesting over the TSdL. Pretty much that tells you AlexDK is not trying to bust his Christie whatsoever. He is doing is he's going AoE and he wants to act again. Buzzle and apply as much debuffs as possible. But we see the last pick, Hilda. Really, I suppose this is for Florentia stat? I don't know, man. I guess this game is gonna come down to, can Kira kill this Buzzle? If Kira can kill Buzzle, then Raven pretty much should be able to win. If she can't, then I think that Buzzle will be able to overwhelm Raven's side. Things to watch out for are Rosin putting Miracle up. Your Kira certainly does not want to go into that. So probably there should be a positioning game played the opening. Maybe Raven postures a bit aggressively, baits out the miracle, and then backs off. I do favor Alex's comp a bit here. I think it's going to be very difficult to kill this puzzle. But it could come down to the stats. Pretty thick puzzle. 11,700 HP, probably like 750-ish defense buff. Yes, indeed. Luke does bring her AoE kit. Combo with the Bozal. What buffs is Kira getting? Pretty much nothing. Maybe King's Crown from him. Oh yes, Ham Sword does buff her a bit if it's still up. I guess you could just like chuck the sword where it's safe. If no faith, that is true, yeah. Yeah, Kira definitely needed to bring faith here. I was meant to point that out. I feel that werewolves might be a bit better on this map, but it's not a big. Yeah, Kira probably can't kill this puzzle. You really need faith to do it. There's a Chrissy aura. Comes down to one strike, yeah. Why you bring faction buff? On who? Hilda? Or, Christy? Oh, Bozal? Yeah, that's a good point. I do like the... I like the spamability of Black Hole a lot. Because you can 3C, 3C, Black Hole, 3C. Where there's a lot more gap turns without Black Hole. That freeze on Kira. So that also kind of tells you that it's not going to be enough, but we'll see. Yep. Needed faith. Or wait out the miracle. Hell, that would have been enough too. Or put down the ham sword. That might be enough. Several things I could have went differently there. They're just a bit off the threshold. She does get to try again, but the issue is she's trying again with a lower mod skill. Maybe that will be enough if Miracle goes down, though. Yeah, Bulls will heal back up to 100%. So. You know for a fact the 2C isn't going to work in this situation if the 3C didn't. Ham Sword might have given that kill, yeah. Or attack from fort for Faceless buff. Yeah, that would have done it too. Several things to consider here. Basically, a lot of things could have potentially let Kira get that kill. Oh yeah, you can attack from the fort, yeah. I think she was like right here, right? Yeah, because Ham King Crown buffed her. 4, 5, 8. Yeah, okay. And she can't reach this forest either. But yeah, the scepter wouldn't be enough. Okay. Goes for the puppet. It's okay. I forget that Genius Sap doesn't work on terrain every time I go onto terrain and try to attack with it. Let's take the puppet, which neuters Luke a bit, but... Now we start the debuff spam. And there's only Flow to deal with it, because Kira's used her 3C. With no extra healing coming from that. Killing the puppet does make it a bit harder for Luke. She can't just go in and AoE to Christie. Oh. Raven's positioning is good here. Preventing... I mean, it doesn't matter that much if Hair gets debuff, but Flow definitely wants to stay away from those AoEs. Especially this kind of Flow that is not Bracer. Which is definitely something you should pay attention to. Looks like Vidar's, I would guess. I mean, isn't Bolzol tankier with Warlocks versus Kira? Actually not, because Kira doesn't manage to kill all of Bolzol's swords. Whereas she shouldn't have much trouble killing Crystal Warlock. They have just one-shots to Christie. Part of the issue with running Templar Knights here is that they're made of paper, especially against physical DPS. Even against mages, they do have very hefty magic defense, but their HP is not great, so they just... meh. Now in this situation, I think Christie wants to run Guardian Infantry or Highlands. Didn't get to see if it's Vidar. Warlocks do have more HP, but Sorks have some very massive magic defense. Like, look at that. 841 plus 336, that's like 1,170 MDef. I mean, this Kira with a buff has like 1380-ish. Another thing that might have let that Bolzol die is that Kira was Meteor. Kira does ignore 20%, that is fair. I don't know. I usually see people bring Sorks to tank Kira. I have not tested it, personally. I think Bolzol's on a forest now. Miracle has worn off. But Kira still has a turn. Actually on the Bolzol, just trying to get more AoEs up. And losing the puppet cooldown reduction does hurt. But at least Kira did accomplish something here. But no nasty heal blocks on the Kira. Ham's immune to debuffs. Okay, well, speak of the devil. Christie did not get her guard stripped when Ham went in. Yeah, it's difficult for Alex to push up in this situation. Kira might be dead because of that heal block, honestly. She kind of has to run away, doesn't she? And she's passive sealed, so she kind of can't. This is a very awkward position. Yeah, this is the best she can do. The Bolzol is just gonna Well, Bozo could just reach. And I think this Kira will die. Wait. You put, Christy here. Yeah, okay. Raven can put Christy here, and then Bozo can... That works too, I think. 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep, that works. So Kira does manage to... Oh wait, Bozo got a Tenyos. It would have prevented this. Bozo might die for it, but Ham is a bit injured here. Leona's out of guard, yeah, but there's nothing to take advantage of that. Bozo just sends it with the Tenyo buff, kills Akira quite easily. Ham's debuffed to shit, so it's not like Ham can do anything about it. Laurentia's burned her 3C, she didn't bring strategic regroup. I mean, even at this point, I'd be surprised if Ham could even kill Liana. So it looks like a game 3. Excuse me. And Bozo is down for 2 turns. Lucretia is out of AoEs. Raven does have 2 tanks at the end of the day. Could try to block. There's a nice diagonal position here where Alex can't get into the center, but that's going to take a long time for the fog to creep up enough. By the time that happens, there's a good chance that AlexDK has managed to break through. Yeah, Alex definitely could have pushed up more this game. Trying to prevent Alex from being able to push up by putting Ham here. Good kill. That's the issue, these tanks will just go down sooner or later. Bozo is dead for 2 turns. Would want to move Hilda here, but can't because if she does that, Liana moves and Bozo counter kills the Christie. Probably a bit better to not attack there. I think AlexDK just breaks through. Very thick Bozo. Yana gets a lick in. Rosin might kill. Probably not, though. Maybe if she had a free strike, you know? Oh well. Don't know who has guard priority here. I did not pay attention. Christy does. Well, Hilda's not guarded, so never mind. Yeah, I wonder why. I guess mass attack was solely for the Kira. That makes sense. And Kira was supposed to kill the Bozo here. You have like a 1 mission for Kira kind of thing. Just bring Phase 3C and teleport back. Because once Kira kills Bozel, AlexDK can pretty much do nothing. Should not be able to get through the tanks, and Kira will eventually manage to take out the team. Yeah, it does look like a draw here. GG. Like the Bozel adaptation, won Alex a game. Did see that Raven's box is a bit more susceptible to the AoE side of things without pick 2 tank versus AoE. Yeah, I did feel... God, I cannot remember who... I think it was T-Jess? Yeah. Raven could have picked T-Jess. I definitely thought T-Jess was a better pick there. It didn't seem like Hilda did much. I thought it was pretty clear that Alex was going to go in AoE Luke. Bozel's obviously going to be AoE. Well, you know, maybe it's time for Bozel to start bringing sleep back, you know? If he had T-Jess, he could have used Strengthen on Kira instead of Flow, having to bring Mass Attack. Yeah, Strengthen would have been really nice. Floretia could have brought Strategic Regroup without costing Kira an attack buff. I mean, Mass Attack is nice against a Bozel, but... When we see the Christie first ban instead of, I think? I feel that, I don't know. I think Alex is banning Pepsi first, last rounds. And then generally going down the assassin route, just like full banning assassins. Mass Attack is only viable if you have a second healer or off healer. I don't agree in that game. The thing is that if Kira does her job and kills the Bozel, then you should just be able to handle the Lucretia, right? You kill the puppet after killing the Bozel. Yeah, just it's only Lucretia AoEs and there's not really anything else to get through. I mean, there was Ham. Ham did one-shot Christie, but Ham didn't clock, so it was going to be another 3 or 4 turns until Ham would be able to one-shot the Christie again. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like everything, skill slots and setups totally depend on the match. Banging out Ham and Kira. And looks like we're going into a stall game. Raven opting to ban Lucretia, who can generally handle Hilda. Makes it a bit awkward for her. Very good assassin. Banging out the Kira and the Ham as well. Starting to look a bit like a mirror here. Alex leaving up the T-Jess and the Lucretia, because he knows Christie can tank them fairly well. We see the Zerda pick. No assassins left on Alex's side. Zerda is very good against this Bozel, although Rosinari got picked. We will... And that is the thing about early picking Rosin like this, is that still generally you don't like giving your opponent active ends. Although it is one piece, so it's not as big of a deal. Burn? Yeah, no, I like Burn here, but the issue is, can the Burn tank Zerda? It's possible to build a burn that can tank Zerda, but most burns are not built that way. It's always going to be possible from the sense that maybe Zerda misses crit. What is Christie? 15% crit reduction, I think? So, at best, there is a 65% chance that Zerda can crit. Is it 20? If it's 20, then Zerda has a 60% chance to crit, which is not really odds that are great. Zerda doesn't have to go for the kill, though. It can be a long tank push game. Burn can bring Iron Fist for the DR, yeah. Ellen gets picked up after the Zerda, who will be nice against his Christie. It is possible for Ellen to one-shot Christie, although, as always, it depends on many conditions. You know, from 5-star Ellen, 60% equal never, but hey, Ellen's 80% at 5-star, which is really good. That's favorable. She just gets banned because she can one-shot Hilda. Ares gets banned, so he's just annoying. I mean, Bozel wasn't a big deal. Gonna be a both sides solo game. What it's looking like. Normally, Juggler would be a nice pick here, but there's Oldius who can push the Juggler off as well as put down annoying tiles, so that plan's not so great. So yeah, Lucretia gets picked. Yeah, AlexDK really didn't want to fight Act Against here. I can definitely see banning Florentia. That makes perfect sense to me. You don't want to give Zerda free breezes or anything. Ban the Bozel, don't leave it up to chance. Yeah, I mean, I do think that Raven could handle the Bolt. Well, I guess just with just Rosin. Kinda iffy. Do you run FB on Oldius? I think I like Light Array a bit more here. To give you some time against the Elwen. Maybe use it aggressively. Elwen bringing 3C. Lucretia bringing Cleanse, which is nice against Christie. Kinda hard to bust Christie sometimes, so you bring Cleanse and try to put some buff stripping pressure on her. Ram also good. Standard. Yep. Standard. Oldius actually brings Cleanse here, rather than even bringing 3C. Interesting choice. And Burn did bring Sword Dance. Which Sword Dance doesn't do anything against this team. You could run Shield Bash, so you have a 2 range skill. You could just run Hegemony, so you're stripping more buffs from the Hilda. Hilda did bring Royal Calves, which best thing you could bring against Burn, I think. I think Burn would probably mostly want Hegemony here, and even Octavia mentioned that you can bring Iron Fist to try to tank the Zerda, but I mean, looking at this Burn, he's pretty skinny, dog. I don't think he can tank a Zerda hit. He might even die to no crit, but who knows. Probably not, because that's reasonable to do. Based off that attack, it looks like Mjolnir or Mimir. Could still be a cracked ass balance blade though. 3C on Oldius? For the extra aura? Well, there's a couple things about that. The only part of Oldius aura, the only part of Christie's aura that stacks with Landius aura is the magic damage reduction. The range damage reduction and the crit reduction do not stack. But the crit reduction and the range reduction on Oldius are higher. But you are right about that. Because it's like 10% range and 20% crit. Yeah, the aura is stronger. I can see where you're going with that. Yeah, it's 10% less range damage and 20% crit reduction versus 20% range reduction and 30% crit reduction. So it would make this burn a bit heftier. And this burn could potentially be Wing Shin Guards, you are right. $15 and $30, thank you. That's 15% range reduction on the Oldius aura. So it's only an extra 5% reduction, but the extra crit reduction is really good. Because then you're turning it into a coin flip for Zerida. Although, Zerida is being set up so she can punch the burn later. Or punch the burn in tank range, which is exactly what Raven should be doing. And that makes it pretty free to even try doing it, right? There's also going to be Hellfires proccing on this bird afterwards. It's definitely a Stinger's area, which, I mean, if it is Wing Shin Guards, then this defense stack would be much less effective than an HP stack. Backstab as well, yeah. Just eat 2400 fixed damage to begin with, and then Zeri only has to do like 9000. AlexDK might have been able to afford to move Christie up. What did we get? Did not get the guard. Although at this point, 10 buffs still on this Christie, so. Okay, yeah, I like actually getting on Christie here. You wanna push ups? Probably pushes up like right there. You can't really go there because then Liana's unguarded. He has to go here. It's awkward. Yeah, there's crystal healing up on the Lucretia, so Sword Dance wouldn't do too much. I mean, if Burn does just Sword Dance, then probably enough time for Liana to get in, but... Plus Raven here can just pop Miracle. I mean, this Zerida's gonna have Miracle too. Burn is not on the tree. But yeah, maybe if he goes on one. Could move like there, I guess. Well, actually, that's kind of where Christie needs to be. Yeah, Christie has to go there, unless you go in here and then Sword Dance. But you have to wait for Rosin to move to do that. Yeah. Now Christie can do. But Burn has the Sword Dance, or else Lucretia is certainly going to just kill this Liana. You know, and... But okay, I'm gonna go for it. Probably will just blow the Sword Dance. Might as well for some chip. Okay. Burn does have his own Miracle. But Zerida could just try for free and take range. She does. This should be a kill. Probably, it looks close based off those sticks, but it probably was not. That was probably like half of Zerida's sticks or something. At this point, I think AlexDK's lost his win condition. Third attack, it's about 1237. Derrida always does all ticks, if you recall correctly. Yeah, I don't know. If it was, that showed that it was actually a very close kill. I didn't check if Burn's defense went up. It probably was wing shin guards. But that was very close. If that Burn had like 1,000 more HP or something, then he might have tanked. Full animation goes off regardless of when kill happens. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll test it when I have a free time to do so. Yeah, just AlexDK's without Burn. Oh, you know, if Burn brought Iron Fist too, then he might have actually tanked that Zeri. Yeah, I thought that the problem was definitely the ban pick on Alex's side in that game. It's just Raven picked a lot better. There wasn't a great answer for the Zerda at all. And there wasn't a good way to trade with her either. And Oldius Burn, I mean, if there's nothing threatening the Burn, then I could see Burn eventually wearing down the tank, but with the Burn that can't take Zerda, it's just too much. Anything else? I did like Alex's box proposal swap. I do think that Raven's box was opened up a bit more by the AoE side of things, but then I guess just the early pick Rosin. He brings Iron Fist and Elwyn might abuse that somehow. Yeah, you know, I have done that myself. I brought Iron Fist Burn, and there was an Elwyn on the field, and Elwyn, you know, finds a way to kill the Burn eventually. Yeah, how do I end the prediction? How the hell do... Okay, well, let me finish it. Congratulations to Raven71 for advancing to the round of 32, and better luck next time to AlexDK. As always, if you guys ever have any matches you want me to review or whatever, please send them my way.